Buongiorno. Italian good morning this morning, courtesy of Francesco Sapio, who is a dear friend of mine and was one of my trainers during my rapid transformational therapy training. And he is just a gem of a human. I am so fortunate to have him in my life and have him call him a friend. And if you are looking for someone where Italian is your native language and someone that can really be patient with you and help you through some tough times and guide you, Francesco is your guy. And I'm going to make sure to put his information in the notes below. So, mwah, to you, Francesco. Yeah, just awesome. Love him. Okay. All right. So today, as you can tell, I'm indoors. So I'm coming to you today from my living room. It was super windy, and today I have notes too, which I normally don't have, but I have a few quotes that I wanted to share that I wrote down. And so I needed it to be on here where it wasn't so windy. So it was just so windy outside, and I just thought it's going to be blowing around, then it's going to be loud. So here I am indoors. Today I wanted to just share three Stoic philosophy quotes. So I am far from a master of Stoicism. I have barely begun to scratch the surface. I've been reading and studying it for off and on for a few years, and there have been a number of concepts that have really resonated with me that I have integrated into my life, and a few that I don't know, I was really drawn to share this morning. So, we're in an interesting period of time. So we have this a chance to, I keep talking about an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to approach things differently, to look at our lives from a different vantage point, to really go within and to get clear on what's important to us. So I would like to share this one quote from Marcus Aurelius. "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." So for a lot of us, it was time. We didn't have the time to go within. We didn't have the time to think about what we desired. We didn't have the time to really sit down and jot down some notes about dreams and have a vision for ourselves. So we have now been given that opportunity. It can be one that you can label as good or bad, but that's really just a label. It's a perception. And if we have control over one thing, it's how we perceive things that are happening in our lives. One other quote I want to share is, "You could leave right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." And again, that's Marcus Aurelius. And so if we live in the moment, if we embrace this moment as it is with gratitude, grateful that we have it, and understand that we never know when our next moment will come, or our next hour, or our next day, or month, or year, living life from a place of gratitude and just living full out. That's not meaning living full out and running over people in the process, but it's living true to you and to your heart. Let us prepare our minds as if we come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. And that's from a quote from Seneca. So in essence, it's, you want to write that book, write it now. You want to tell someone you love them and you've been terrified to do it now. You have an outstanding conflict with someone that you care about, resolve it now. Just get out of your own way and tune into who you are and who you'd like to be. Get your ego. We talk about that a lot, out of the way also, and really just tune into your heart, tune into you, and follow that. Don't allow the constructs of your mind or your pride to stand in the way. And one more concept I'd love to share is the concept of amor fati. And I may be pronouncing that improperly, but I believe that is either I believe it's Latin or maybe Italian, which would be pretty much in alignment with today's theme, with starting off with Francesco with the Italian. Is the meaning of it is love everything that happens. Love everything that happens. I know that feels like, whoa, love everything that happens? What? Again, that goes back to where we started with perception and the way we perceive or label things as good or bad. So an example of that would be when I realized that my marriage was no longer serving either of us. And we ultimately decided to go in different directions. Did I love that at the time? No. Did it feel good? No. But I got to a place where I not only accepted it, but I embraced it as a gift in disguise, that I wasn't sure how it was going to present itself, but I knew that following my heart, knowing that it was something that I had to do, and still being scared, still being terrified of the unknown and the uncertainty and what lie on the other side of that decision, but knowing that it was happening for a reason and a purpose, and really just leaning into the discomfort and taking that first step. And so, you may not be completely in love with it in the moment, but realize if you can find a way to tune into your heart and accept it from that place. Maybe in your head you can't quite get there, but accept it in your heart. Love it from there. It makes it a whole lot easier. And when you're on the other side of that, you really, I can say with certainty, will know that it really was the gift that your heart in that moment was giving you, with the peace of knowing it was the right decision. So that's it for today. I hope that helped you in some way. I'm, again, by no means anyone that knows a whole heck of a lot about Stoic philosophy, but it is something that has been really helpful to me over the past few years, and that continues to be helpful. And it was a bit of an inspiration from one of my teachers, who sent me a message early. Well, actually, she sent it late last night, and I saw it early this morning, about Stoicism. It was a podcast episode, which I can't recall now even where it was. I was kind of tired when I listened to it. It was like 5:00 in the morning. But it really kind of got me back into thinking. And when I was looking back through my notes, these were some of the quotes that really felt in alignment with what I desire to share with you today. So I hope it felt good to you, and that there was some like little happy something or a little love in it that you could take from it. So that's it for today. Remember, we learn from one another. So if there is a takeaway on this, or you have further insights, please share with me or someone in your life that you feel may benefit from the messaging for today. For those of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. And I will say bye for now. I will see you tomorrow.